Welcome to our YouTube video on PRAMANAS, Sources of Knowledge in Indian Philosophy. In this video, we will explore the concept of PRAMANAS, which are the means or proofs of knowledge according to Indian philosophies. The study of PRAMANAS is known as Nyaya, which aims to understand how knowledge is acquired and validated. Let's delve into the different PRAMANAS or sources of knowledge. Pratyaksh Pramana, perception. Pratyaksh Pramana refers to knowledge gained through direct or indirect perception. Direct perception involves using our sensory organs such as the eyes, ears, nose, touch, and taste to perceive the external world. It is also known as anubhava or experience. For example, when we see a red apple, we directly perceive its color and shape through our visual sense. Indirect perception, on the other hand, is based on our memory or smriti. It involves perceiving and understanding something based on past experiences. For instance, when we smell a particular fragrance, it may trigger memories and associations, allowing us to indirectly perceive the presence of a certain object or situation. Anumana Pramana, assumption. Anumana Pramana deals with knowledge gained through assumptions or inference. We make assumptions about things we cannot directly perceive based on what we do perceive. This process involves logical reasoning and drawing conclusions from available evidence. For example, if we see smoke rising from a distance, we can infer the presence of fire even though we cannot directly see it. Upamana Pramana, comparison. Upamana Pramana involves knowledge gained through comparison. It is based on assuming similarities between two different types of knowledge. Through comparison, we draw conclusions and understand new information. For instance, if someone tries to explain a new concept by comparing it to something familiar to us, we can grasp the new concept by relating it to our existing knowledge. Arthapatti Pramana, pure assumption or implication. Arthapatti Pramana focuses on understanding knowledge through implications and assumptions. It involves supposition, belief, and presumption based on what we have seen or heard, as well as pure assumptions. This pramana allows us to understand the intended meaning behind certain statements or actions. For example, if someone consistently carries an umbrella, we assume that they live in a place with frequent rain. Anupalabdhi Pramana, apprehension and non-apprehension. Anupalabdhi Pramana deals with the apprehension of a non-existent thing based on non-perception. It refers to the knowledge gained by recognizing the absence or non-existence of something. For instance, if we search for a book on a shelf and do not find it, we conclude that the book is not present at that moment. Shabd Pramana, verbal statement. Shabd Pramana is knowledge gained through verbal indications. It includes the use of words, symbols, texts, and verbal statements. We rely on sources such as books, newspapers, television, and other forms of communication to acquire knowledge and form our opinions. For example, when we read a historical account in a textbook, we gain knowledge about the events described based on the verbal statements presented. Understanding these pramanas provides us with valuable insights into how knowledge is acquired, validated, and communicated in Indian philosophies. By exploring these different sources of knowledge, we can develop a more comprehensive understanding of the world around us and the ways in which we perceive and interpret it. Thank you for watching this video on PRAMANAS, the sources of knowledge in Indian philosophy. We hope you found this information enlightening and insightful. Stay tuned for more fascinating topics in the world of philosophy and logic.